Alright, Forest fans, Max Newton here, giving you a quick review of Nottingham Forest 2, Everton 0 at Goodison Park. Last ever game that Forest will probably play at Goodison Park, and first time we've beaten them in the Premier League for quite some time. I was there. Don't get to many away games, and the away games that I've been to, they've been pretty poor. I've been Man City away, Bristol City away, and a few others. So, brilliant to see what I thought was a fantastic away performance at a rickety old ground, but a ground full of atmosphere and Forest fans in absolute full voice. Obviously, very disappointed at the start of the game to see no Callum Hudson-Odoi, who I think has been in great form the last 6 or 7 games. He might not have scored the banging goals, might not have had the assist, but I think he's led led the line on the side of the pitch and held the ball up and ran the ball into opposition territory, and I think he played really, really well. And then Murillo being injured in the warm up, and if you think that Forest go into that game then without Callum Hudson-Odoi, Murillo, Yates, Sangare, and Danilo, who all would have been considered first choice starters in the side, and yet we go away and we comfortably beat Everton. Absolute comfort, slippers out at the back, heading away everything, blocking everything. Matt Sells didn't make a save till the 81st minute, and even then it was a fairly comfortable save, to be honest. And then scored 2 brilliant goals. And Sean Dye saying we had we didn't get many chances. We had 2 chances to score 2 goals. Same thing that Thomas Frank said when we stuffed Brentford the other week. I think Premier League managers are trying to gaslight Forest fans, trying to gaslight the media, trying to gaslight the viewing public, trying to gaslight their own supporters, because Everton had basically no decent chances for the entire game at home. And I got a taxi from the station with a couple of Everton fans, and they were saying, they've had the 3 great draws against top 6 sides. This is the game that they're targeting, that they need to win. If they're going to do anything this season, they need to win this game. And yet Forest, scored 2 brilliant goals, and Jordan Pickford made 2 triple saves, and we had a few other chances. Soja had a chance to go wide, from a really good position. Chris Wood had a couple of other sighters go wide. So Forest, XG is bollocks, right? But Forest XG was brilliant for the away side. So yeah, I think credit to Forest. We're not complaining about injuries and players out, even though we've got 5 first team starters out, but we're going away, we're playing the games, and we're winning the games, and we're winning them comfortably. We are so good at the moment. I think we're the best team in the Premier League. We're better than Liverpool. Our defence is better than Liverpool. We get a different challenge every week. We get, Brentford are wonderful at home. They score 3.5 goals every game at home. We blob them out and we score 2 goals. Oh, Everton, blah, 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 blah. It'll be a chaotic game, lots of long ball. We blob them out. We score 2 goals. Oh, Spurs, they're so attacking. They score loads of goals. This is going to be like 5-4 or something. We blob them out. We win 1-0. We're doing it. And we're doing it every week. And at last, on Match of the Day, Forest being taken seriously. I think that was on tonight. That was an example of Forest being taken seriously as, I'm going to say it, Premier League contenders, because that's where we are right now. I thought Morato was brilliant. He didn't miss Murillo at all. Morato and Milinkovic were brilliant, bar that one moment in the first half where Njai managed to give them both a slip. I thought Ole Aina was a bit off it in the first half. A couple of poor decisions and missed kicks and things, but then got back into it. Nico Williams continues to play absolutely superbly. I thought he was brilliant today, Nico Williams. Again. I thought in the first half, it looked to me from where we were sat up a tier in the away bit, that Anderson was dropping deep and Morgan Gibbs-White was playing for the forward, which is a bit of a flip from how we finished a couple of games recently. But then in the second half, it seemed to be the other way around. So it's almost as if they're you remember Gerrard and Lampard. Can they play together? Can they not? Oh well, they're managers. Capello, I think, would say that they're intelligent enough and good enough that when one goes, the other one drops. Except they weren't. They weren't intelligent enough because they're thick. But Morgan Gibbs White and Elliot Anderson are intelligent enough. When one goes forward, the other one drops. I think that's what we saw. In the first half, Anderson seemed to be dropping back a bit more. And then Morgan Gibbs White play, but it's been they switch it around, and I thought absolutely brilliant. Elliot Anderson, probably my man of the match. Morgan Gibbs White, brilliant though also, and the touch, the Cruyff move for his goal, sensational. I want to give a big shout out to all the Forest fans that made the journey today because the support was tremendous. So the away support, that's a proper away support, and I think it's moulded by the stadium that we're in. It's a rickety old stadium, fucking wood floor. It's an absolute death trap. Wood floor, but it makes for the atmosphere. Really friendly welcome from the Everton fans and Everton staff. And yeah, second in the league, and everybody's writing them off. Everybody's writing us off. They predicted we'd get relegated. We're not getting relegated. They predicted, it's a good start, and that they'll soon drop off. It's beyond a good start now. Now it's like, teams will work us out. They're not working us out, man. They're not working us out at all. This is a Premier League charge, and Champions League is minimum. We're going for it. Come on, you Reds. Also, absolute pleasure to say hello once again to Greg Mitchell and Des Oldham. Come on, you Reds.